Good. No. Go on. Do you want to give it a try? Hello everyone, I hope you all are keeping well. It's a gloomy Saturday and I am out vlogging. Well, not out exactly, but just outside in the car park because the lighting in my apartment is shit. So anyway, I don't know if you can see back there, look where my finger is pointing, but that's finally the end play that I have. Novice driver. Finally, after so many attempts. If you haven't watched that video where I talk so much about how I passed the driving test, please do watch. I've linked it above. I hope everyone is keeping well as always, and thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, for subscribing, for liking, commenting, and I hope that you keep doing that because that really means a lot to me. Maybe you can think I'm a weirdo. Don't think they can see the camera, they just think that I'm talking to myself or maybe hands-free or something. So I'm just going to change the angle because I still have to get a tripod for the camera. I'm still looking for a tripod, but if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I desperately need a clamp because I have thought, oh, should I know them? Because I have thought of cooking and vlogging those recipes and just something, because it's all about my passion, and that's what today's video is more about. It's food blogging. To begin with, I'd say that my food page, the Melange Journal. Melange, well, if any of my French friends are watching this, apologies for the pronunciation. I did go to a French class, but that was like years ago and I don't remember most of it. So I should probably get back into it. But yeah, so I have had this food page. Well, honestly, it was Alpona 2013 because that is when I had created this food page. The man thinks I've lost my shit or something. Anyway, and I've also locked the car just in case some weirdo thinks of getting in. Coming back to the food page, I've had that food page. Well, I've actually had a food blog on WordPress, alpona2013.wordpress.com. Yeah, and the year is a giveaway, which means that that page was created by me in 2013 because I really wanted to write about random things, random topics, because back when I was in school, I was very fond of writing. I still am. Writing and reading. So I really wanted to write short stories, try my hand at writing a novella, which I did, but more on that later on. And so, like, something that would keep me busy. So that is how the food blog was created, because I would just go to restaurants, take pictures, write reviews, write about what I liked, what I did not like. So back when food blogging wasn't even a thing as such, or maybe it was a thing, but it just wasn't so omnipresent on social media and elsewhere. So that's when I started blogging about food in 2013, which means I must have been 14 years old. Trying to think now. 2013, 15. Anyway, 14 or 15 years old. Yeah. So I changed because Alpona 2013 sounds too narcissistic. Hence, I changed that to the Melange Journal because I had this aficionado for fancy terms and fancy names, and I was always looking around for names that would be different, right? So I came across Melange, which is a French word which means amalgamation or a combination or an assimilation, and journal because it's like a diary, an e-diary. So the Melange Journal was created, I'd say, about in 2015 or 16, and back then I had roped in a few friends of mine to cover different aspects. So one of us would write about traveling, one of us would write about food, one of us would write about poems or anything, literature review and stuff. But coming back to that, I did get this in then. Well, I was introduced to the world of Instagram. I created my personal profile. I created the Milan journal on Instagram. I wrote in a friend of mine because I never want to like eat food by myself. You know, I believe in the joy of sharing and caring and eating together, which is all fine. And yeah, so when I moved to Dublin in 2019, I thought of archiving all the posts from my previous life and starting afresh. So now that I see so many food pages on Instagram, I am really in awe, because like everything in life changes inevitable, and like so many people are starting out food pages, food blogs, reviews and stuff, and I am so much in awe because that is what I really wanted to do. At the same time, that is not something that I really wanted to do. Why? Because now that I see, and no offense and nothing against them, like it's a very good thing that people are going out, being professional reviewers or collaborating with brands, restaurants, different companies, I mean whatever floats their boat. But at the same time, I personally think that a review is supposed to be authentic, right? Now correct me if I'm wrong. And if, say, you're partnering up with some restaurant, you're obviously not going to write shite about them, are you? As a mark of respect or reciprocation, or as a gesture of goodwill, you're obviously going to write that, oh, I really enjoyed the food, this was good. You're obviously not going to highlight the bad parts, right? And that is something that I don't really want to do, like commercializing my food page. Now people might think that is just an excuse for low followers or something, but that is something that I really believe in, because food reviews of anything have to be authentic. Okay, so that is the one thing that I wanted to put across, that I blog about food, the food that I like, the food I want to try, and not just because I want to increase my followers rapidly. Now that said, if people are following my page, thanks so much. That means I'm doing some great work, at least, where people are getting influenced by images or reviews or the way I write or something about it, and I'm really grateful, and I really hope that the page grows organically. But I will not collaborate with restaurants simply for the sake of reviews or just getting their word across. Now if the food is really good, as you can see through some of my reviews, I will not hold back when it comes to praising those restaurants, and I really mean it. That is why I have decided I'm also going to vlog about food, which is making YouTube videos about my cooking, going out, trying restaurants, etc. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my voice, so water break. Yes, I carry this 1.5 liter bottle of water anywhere I go, because there was a time when I did not drink water at all. Maybe I must have had 200 or 300 ml the entire day, and I developed nasty infections. More about that in a later vlog, but oh my god, and that was terrible, girls, if you know what I mean. But more about that in a later vlog, that is if people are interested. But anyway, coming back to the food, the good bit at hand. On Melange, I had done a poll asking people if I should stick with drinking coffee or if I should start drinking tea as well. And for people who don't know about this, I am a coffee fanatic. I love coffee. I cannot live without coffee. Hence, when I had one of those nasty infections, I was supposed to be off coffee, because coffee, apparently the caffeine dehydrates your system, and that's very bad. And I also had a lot of spots on my face. Now maybe that was because of drinking excessive coffee. Like I used to drink 3 cappuccinos every day, and this was back during the first lockdown. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong. And that was really bad, because if I don't drink any water, and I just was on a coffee diet, and don't think I ate as much food that I do now, but oh, it was just so bad. Yeah, so I had, coming back to the topic at hand, I had done a poll if a coffee fanatic like myself should stick to drinking coffee or should start drinking tea. And I was amazed to see, because a lot of my friends, a lot others that I know, they all recommended different sorts of tea, and that's when I thought that maybe it is time now to start drinking tea. Before anything, two things. One, I come from India, so tea drinking is like a religion. People drink tea. As a child, I used to drink tea till I was about 10 or 11 years old. And then I remember one fine day I woke up and I was like, no, can't. Don't like the smell of it. It's more of a stench. Cannot stand it. No. And that's when I went off tea completely. So no milky tea, no black tea, no masala chai, no chai latte, no. No peach tea, no iced tea, maybe green tea. Well, I used to have a lot of green tea during the first lockdown. That could also be a reason for dehydration and a lot of spots. I don't know. Yeah, none of the types of tea, no wheat tea, no Chinese tea, no, you know what I mean. Yeah, and then with the poll on Instagram that surprised me so much, I thought of going back to, well, not going back to tea, just trying out tea just for the crack. And, oh my god. I very well know that this is not going to go down well with all tea lovers when I say that I don't like tea. So I've had so many suggestions on Instagram saying that I should try Lyons or berries and stick with either of them or both of them. But I just don't like, like there's no words to describe it. And I'm such a big coffee lover that when I did my thesis for my post-graduation, my topic was coffee culture across Ireland, the economy, the history, the business, and everything. And it was just after the first lockdown. So you can imagine all the learnings and findings and things that I've had. I traveled across the country and I really loved that experience. And maybe some years down the line, I'd really love to start a coffee shop or a cafe. So we'll see how that goes, but that's in a separate vlog altogether. That's a separate discussion. So you can imagine a coffee lover loves coffee so much, and trying out tea is like, now that's why there's loads of people I know who love tea and coffee equally, or who prefer one over the other slightly. And as I said before, to each his own. But it's just that I don't see myself doing it anytime soon. It's now time for the moment of truth. Let's see. No, cannot do this. It is such a, I can't even describe that flavor, like not wanting to be smart or dramatic or eccentric or anything, but maybe I got the concoction wrong. It must have been too much of water and too little of milk instead of my milky tea. I don't know if you can see it, but oh my god, I'll have another go at it because we have to conduct this test in all fairness. Oh Lord, no, oh my god, no, not happening. So I've signed up for a Pilates class that is basically like a drop-in session, because I know if I sign up for say 5 classes or 10 classes, I'm definitely not going to go for it. And the handy thing is it's just in my locality, so I don't have to travel much. And because I'm on this quest to try different types of tea, I stopped by the Insomnia and I got this Speciality tea, berry or fruity tea, and let's see how it is. Hot. I can't taste it because it's very, very hot. And just to make sure that we're not cheating our way through, you can see that this is the tea that I've ordered. I burned my tongue and my lips. That's why I can't really taste anything. So I think I should walk back to the house, my apartment, and let it cool and then do a proper taste test in all fairness and see how it goes. Just back at the house now, and before I do anything, I'm just going to have a quick taste of this and go shower because I don't look the best at the moment. It's cold outside. Let's cool down a bit, and it's not actually that bad. I think it was, I don't have to check what specialty tea it was, but it has that fruity taste to it. And I wouldn't have classed it as tea, to be honest. I would have thought it's just a drink. So I'd give it a 7 on 10. I would have given it an 8, but because I know it's tea and I'm a bit biased. So that's a 7 on 10, which is not too bad. So I have gone to Tesco and bought Pukka's Day to Night collection of organic teas, and being cost effective, it was $3.35. It has ginseng, matcha, green, turmeric, Revitalise after dinner and nighttime. So let's see how this one goes. Before you think I'm self-obsessed, that cup was a gift from one of my friends, so time for taste test. It's okay because I've had green tea before. It was okay, and it's exactly like green tea, maybe a bit more fine, more organic, but I'd give it 6 on 10. Next up we have turmeric or turmeric tea, and oh my god, I don't know what to say. I'm trying it. So this is the turmeric or turmeric gold, and I have no expectations from this because I know this is going to be bad. So childhood PTSD. Ugh. Oh my god, it smells horrid! Oh my god, it's so strong! Good. No. Oh. Do you want to give it a try?
Do I fuck?
Next up we have the Revitalise, and it has cinnamon. Oh my god, I don't like cinnamon. Ginger root, licorice. Shouldn't actually be reading these ingredients because, but yeah, we'll give it a go. And okay, not bad. Have had worse. Well, giving it a second go. Okay, yeah, that's the verdict. Time for the last two from the box. After dinner and nighttime. I haven't had dinner yet, but that doesn't matter, does it? I've honestly had so much tea this weekend. Shy talk now. I had actually read somewhere that if you're in Netherlands, that same tea bag caters to 10 people. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but to each their own. Well, I'm looking around for someone who wants to try the tea, but I don't think there's any takers. Not bad. I mean, not the best either, but honestly, okay. Oops. Last one now. Nighttime. It's not night clearly yet. and it actually looks good. The creative, maybe my creative eye for it. And Judgment Day, not bad. Yeah, give it a go again. Yeah, that's all, honestly. I remember the last time I vlogged over here was one summer evening or afternoon, and it was so pleasant. And after so many months, I'm finally back to vlogging over here. This is just the balcony of our apartment, and it is so windy, as you can see. And I did not want to feature much. Well, as you can see, the tea taste vlog part 1 was done over a span of 2 days, yesterday and today. And I actually thought of making it as a series. So this weekend I tried out warm or hot tea. Probably next weekend I'll try out iced tea, bubble tea, peach tea, all other sorts of cold tea. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. And I did not actually feature myself much, or I did not speak much, because I had my Pilates session, as I said this morning, my first ever class. I really loved it, and maybe in a later vlog I can show you bits of it. But I am not in a great shape at the moment, and I am so sleepy. I'm not stiff or anything yet, but it's just that I can feel it. I think tomorrow I'm going to be sore. But if you, I know, as I said before, this tea tasting is going to raise a lot of questions, because I know that a lot of people love tea, maybe like more than half of the population. But and as I said before, this was very much subjective, and this is purely based on what people on my Instagram had replied. So if you thought this vlog was funny, interactive, or has raised serious concerns, then please let me know. Also, let me know if there is anything else that you would like me to try, because I've thought of going around Dublin, preferably the north side of Dublin, and just vlogging about restaurants, cafes, tea, coffee, and other experiences. So, as always, thanks so much for watching it. It really means a lot. Any like, share, subscribes, comments, suggestions really, really make my day. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.